Hey there, thanks for stopping by. I'm Bill DeWeese, Pro Voice Talent and Voiceover Career Coach, and today representing the Bears. The Bears, their training camp is literally happening right now, just a couple miles down from my front doorstep. So this is always an exciting time of year. Love NFL football. All right, so today I'm addressing a question that was sent by Jeff yesterday. The question is this: Bill, how do you approach auditions that ask for celebrity-type deliveries? So in other words, we're not talking about celebrity impersonations, but they're referencing a celebrity that the client wants somebody to sound similar to. I see scripts that ask for anything from Morgan Freeman to Dennis Leary-type deliveries and everything in between. Yes, it is extremely common, understandably so, that when you receive an audition from a client they've seen something, they've heard something they've liked, and they're like, yeah, we want somebody who sounds kind of like this. Let me explain how I handle these, how I used to handle them and how I handle them today, and the difference in results. It used to be I really took that pretty literally. And so if somebody said Morgan Freeman or Dennis Leary, I'm literally, let's say it's Dennis Leary, I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the Ford F-150 commercials, and I'm going to listen to his delivery, the nuance, his pacing, his timing, his attitude. Sam Elliott, Dodge Ram and Coors Beer, and I would try to sound as close to that celebrity as I possibly could. And I did that for years. Results, I landed, to the best of my knowledge, 0 jobs in which a celebrity was referenced. I finally came to the realization that every client has an idea of what they want in their mind, but what they end up hiring is oftentimes different. And it's based on the fact that what they want at the end of the day, and they may not articulate it this way exactly, but what they're looking for is something they can believe. It has to sound and feel right to them. In other words, do I believe this person? Am I compelled to act on what this person has to say? And if you are caught up in trying to sound like somebody, I guarantee you have 0 authenticity. And your delivery is not compelling, because having a compelling delivery where somebody wants to lean into and hear what you have to say comes when you're believable, and which comes from being representing your authentic self. So what do you do with all of that? Well, what I do is, and I pay very little attention to client direction nowadays in auditions, and I win a lot of auditions. I win so many more. I make so much more money than I used to, because I finally just set all that to the side. And first of all, I look at a script and I ask myself, what do I see? What do I see happening here? How do I see myself as the voiceover talent fitting in? What's my role in this? And then I do my best authentic self, understanding that, the client may or may not like me, but at least they're going to get me and not my cheapened version of Dennis Leary or Morgan Freeman or whoever it may be. What's more important than sounding like is the attitude. Oftentimes a client will like the attitude, and they may not even realize that when they hear it. So they hear a Dennis Leary F-150 ad, and they think, man, I love his voice. Well, what they really like more than his voice is they like his attitude. Because Dennis Leary, he has a bad attitude in the F-150. It's kind of in your face. And so usually when a client is referencing a celebrity, again, assuming it's not a celebrity impersonation, they're looking for an attitude. And if you can express that attitude genuinely, then your chance of winning that job goes up exponentially. And I've been hired to do a Dennis Leary read, which I sounded nothing like Dennis Leary, but I adapted his attitude. I've been hired when the client's looking for Morgan Freeman, when they're looking for James Earl Jones. I sound nothing like these gentlemen, nothing at all. But what I did was I adapted the attitude and I made it my own. And I've been hired, for job after job after job where if looking at the specs, I should have never been hired because I don't sound anything like these guys. But I finally let go of trying to sound like, and I started to take on and express the attitude and the point of view from the perspective of my personality. So don't get too caught up in directions. Yeah, you want to look at them to see a sense, again, of the type of energy and attitude that the client's looking for. But don't get caught up in trying to sound like somebody. Be yourself, but express it through attitude, not through voice. Hope you found this video helpful. If so, make sure you like, share, subscribe. And if you are really ready to either begin your career or really take it to the next level, you want this to be not only a full-time career, but you want to make a really good income as a voiceover talent, then let me invite you to check out my VoiceOver Blueprint program. Somebody once referred to it to me as VoiceOver University. It is a comprehensive, in-depth coaching and mentoring program. And so you can check it out, all the information in the description below this YouTube video. Thanks again. We'll talk soon.